Hello everyone and welcome to the 31st episode of the Chess This Week. Starting with the World Championship match in Astana, Kazakhstan, Ding Legend managed to win finally against Jan Nepomuceno. The match ended 7-7 in the classical portion after the first 14 games, and it went down to a rapid tiebreaker consisting of 4 games of 25 plus 10 time control, and the first 3 games were quite evenly fought but ended in a draw. Ding Legend managed to take it in the 4th game, and it was at this moment when White just played Queen e4 check, and a lot of experts thought that it would end in a perpetual check. After the king moves back, the queen would keep checking and it would be a perpetual, but Ding Legend went on to play rook g6, pinning his own rook and surprising the many experts and spectators alike and creating history, thereby becoming the 17th world champion. Now, hard luck for Jan Nepomuceno, who worked incredibly hard. Won candidates twice. He was leading in this match up to game 11, and he was never lagging behind in the match. He was always the one leading, and at best Ding had equalized scores, but in the end Ding took this critical moment and it was celebrated in a very nice way. Now Ding, after almost a month of tense hard-fought games, he almost felt like crying. This is what he said in the press conference just after the game, and here is also a heartwarming picture of him hugging his mother with his second Richard Rapport looking beside. Now moving on to the other big event in Kazakhstan, of course nowhere close to the spectacle of the World Championship match, an event consisting of several strong players including our own Arjun Ryzen and a number of other legends. And Arjun had won the rapid section of this tournament, the Satty Zhuldiz Cup, but in the blitz portion it was Haik Marty Rojvan who won with a score of 15.5, and Levon Aronian, who finished second in both the rapid and blitz, who took the overall win in this event. Now Levon Aronian won a prize close to almost 36 lakhs Indian rupees, and Arjun finished a creditable second place, winning close to about 26 lakhs and also crossing 2700 across all formats, the classical, rapid and the blitz. Now there is also an open event alongside the World Championship match, the Kazakhstan Chess Cup, and this was top seeded by none other than Hans Niemann. However, the winner was a mere 2300 despite the presence of 2700 players in this event. Ansat Aldia just edging Shant Sajisiak out in the tiebreak, although both of them had a score of 7.5 out of 9. There was a large tie for the joint second place at 7 points, including Hans and Alexander Moisenko, Alexei Goganov, Danesh Nobardia, and several others. Our Indian star, SP Sethuraman, finished in the 14th place with a score of 6.5. And moving all the way from Kazakhstan to Spain, where all the open tournaments seem to be held, the Chessable Sunway Formentera Chess Festival included several strong players, including many Indian grandmasters, and as many as 4 people tied for the first place here. But the tie breaks was won by Grandmaster Vladimir Fedoseev, and he just edged out the other players, Karthik VAP finishing in the second place after the tiebreak playoffs, and Leon Mendonca finishing in the 3rd place. Now all these 4 players, Fedoseev, Karthik VAP and Leon and V Pranav, all of them tied for the first place with 7 out of 9, and even at 6.5 there was Praneeth Bhupala, Arvind Chidambaram, Aryan Chopra, Brandon Jacobson and Alcina Leal. So it was such a Indian dominated tournament, but Fedoseev there taking the first place after the playoff. Although the youngsters missed out on winning this tournament because of the playoff, we have as many as 7 Indians in the top 50, and V Pranav and Leon Mendonca have crossed 2600. So there's no shortage of good news for Indian chess, and this is such a beautiful list to watch. We have Alireza and Nodebek there at the top, but Kukesh on par with Abdus Aturo. And just look at the number of Indian players. There's Arjun Ryzen, Prak, Nihal, all of them known and established for several years. But now we also have V Pranav, who has increased almost 63 points, and Leon Mendonca joining them in this list. Those are all the tournaments which have happened in the past week. But last but not the least, we also have an exciting upcoming contest coming up in Nagpur, in June. Now, in June, there is a Grandmaster Open tournament which is being held in Nagpur, but that's not the only big news. There is also going to be two exciting matches, one featuring our own Vidit Gujarati against Peter Swidler, and the other one featuring the Nagpur boy, Raunak Sadhwani, against the legendary Nigel Short, a former World Championship challenger. And these matches are also going to be exciting. It will feature classical rapid and blitz, and this is going to happen in June. Now that's this edition of the Chess This Week. If you like this video, then do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and see you all soon.